Yes, thank you for responding to my question on behalf of South Yorkshire Climate Alliance. And for the council, in responding to that, the council said that 54% of Sheffield's carbon budget from 2018 to 2100 has already been used. That means that in 7 years we've used half of our all-time carbon budget. So we only have the same amount to last the next 75 years until we estimate we would have gone zero carbon. We have basically failed the young people who pushed for action on the climate emergency so well in 2018, 2019. We're now moving out of the safe operating space for humanity, and you may have noticed among the other terrible news recently that the Arctic is currently 20 degrees higher than temperature than it should be. However, this council is still celebrating the presence of Boeing, Rolls-Royce and McLaren in our economy, which are amongst the highest carbon polluting companies. And they're making weapons and machines that are incompatible with the world our children need to survive, let alone thrive. In the climate emergency, which we're in, Sheffield's economy needs to prioritise certain things. We've been saying this from South Yorkshire Climate Alliance and its predecessors since 2006. Some of you will remember me standing here and saying very similar things in 2006. We need homes that protect people from extreme weather, and we need those to be connected by non-polluting ways for people to get around. We need healthy food, which is produced locally and doesn't get disrupted by war. And we need good education, we need health, and we need care for people and for nature. And all of these things can and do provide good jobs. The COVID pandemic showed a few years ago that the big change can happen if governments actually lead, actually tell the truth and ask for new behaviours. This is what we need to do for climate change. So my supplementary question is, will the council prioritise telling Sheffield people the truth, involving them in the changes we need to make our city resilient in this coming storm? Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to ask Councillor Ben Miskell, Chair of the Transport, Regeneration and Climate Policy Committee, to respond. Councillor Miskell.
Thank you, Lord Mayor, and thank you very much, Jenny, for your supplementary question to my original answer. And for those people who might be following from home, that can be found on the council's website. I'll answer your question in two parts. Firstly, addressing a similar topic that Councillor Smith was asked in member questions during our last full council meeting, and gave a really excellent answer. I echo his answer there, and think it's important to be clear that this council supports the jobs and innovation developed by employers in this region, like Boeing, Rolls-Royce and McLaren, and we make no apology for that. Sheffield is a proud city of makers, and we continue that today, helping with the development of lighter, more fuel-efficient aircraft, tools for healthcare, and yes, amongst other things, we've always done in this city over hundreds of years, tools that we and our partners need to defend ourselves against hostile states in an unstable world. With regards to the substantive part of your supplementary question, we have been clear with everyone in the city about the challenges that are facing us, and open and honest in our reporting of this. As I set out in the introduction of our first annual climate report last year, the climate emergency is arguably the most significant challenge we face globally. The consequences are already affecting us, and we have greater impact in the years to come. Our report also went on to say that human-led changes to climate and the existential threat it poses to our society and economy are an accepted fact. And that leads, of course, for citizens, bigger energy bills and food prices, the unpredictable and extreme weather incidences in our city and around the world, increased risk of flooding and the negative impact on our health and on climate and on energy, of course, impacts every one of us. Now, our 2023 and 24 annual climate action report being presented at the next meeting of my committee is equally clear and unambiguous in its language to the city, setting out that 2024 was provisionally the fourth warmest year on record in the UK, and that 2023 was the fourth wettest on record. As a council, we are taking specific steps. How we live and where we live, of course, plays an incredibly important role in tackling the climate crisis. We know that as a council, of course, it is council housing which is our biggest carbon emitter. Councillor Johnson and his committee in housing, of course, will be best placed to explain the work that we're doing to decarbonise our estates. I'm sure he and his committee will be more than happy to meet with you. And ensuring that homes are well connected and served by public transport within sustainable neighbourhoods will be a key component in the local plan, which is currently with the Planning Inspectorate. We're working with and continue to work with our communities and businesses to develop programmes that address the changing climate. And I think it's important to note and to thank you for your question, and we do hope that you'll continue to work with us as a city as we continue to tackle the challenges posed to all of us by